What's up, everybody? So you're thinking about moving to the Oregon coast and you want to know what some of the hidden gems are on the coast. Well, in this video, we're going to take you through the Oregon coast and show you the top 9 hidden gems on the Oregon coast. And we are going to get after it right now. Hey, if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about eating, sleeping, working, playing, the good and the bad of living on the Oregon coast, then subscribe below, tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to learn about the current market. My name is Eddie, and I get emails, calls, and texts every single day from people just like you looking to make a move to the coast. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 9 months, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, and we will make sure to help you make a smooth move to the Oregon coast today. Well, we are going to get after the top 9 hidden gems on the Oregon coast, and we're going to go right now. So when I'm talking about the hidden gems, there are the major city centers in and on the Oregon coast. We're talking from north to south: Astoria, Seaside, Tillamook, Lincoln City, Newport, Florence, Coos Bay, North Bend, Bandon, and so on and so forth. But we are going to talk about some of the other hidden gems, and there's going to be one major city that is a hidden gem just because of the location when we talk about the Oregon coast. And so when I qualified this, I said, okay, these towns have to be under 10,000 people, so you can't be 10,000 or above, and you have to be something that, you know, if you're not very familiar with the Oregon coast, you wouldn't know about. So there's some qualifiers there. But if you're looking to make a move or you just want to make a trip to the Oregon coast, I'd say these are some really good places that you're definitely going to want to look at. So let's get after it. Number 9 on the list is Gold Beach. Gold Beach is on the southern Oregon coast. It's about 30 minutes north of Brookings, and it's probably about 45 to 50 minutes north of the Oregon border with California. So Gold Beach is remote. It has only one way in, one way out, and that's the Highway 101. Now, there is a road that takes you up the Rogue River. It is closed most of the year, but it can take you, I believe, all the way to Grants Pass or Merlin, which is where the Rogue River goes. So you can actually get to I-5 up the Rogue River, but I think it's a pretty crazy drive if you actually take it. I've never taken it. I've heard about people taking it. There's been some crazy disasters of people trying to take roads like that, especially during the wintertime. So Gold Beach has one way in and one way out primarily, which is Highway 101. It has the Rogue River. So it has one of the most epic rivers on the entire Oregon coast, which is the Rogue, and it is running right through Gold Beach. It also has a small airport that is on the beach. It has a wonderful hospital, Curry General Hospital there in Gold Beach, and really good with Gold Beach High School there and the other connected schools. So it's got everything you might need to live and to enjoy the coast. It's got a beautiful scenery. It's got Boardman Scenic Corridor just to the south. So, I mean, it's got really everything you could ask for with the coastal city. So that's why it's number 9 on the list of our top 9 hidden gems. Number 8, and this is one of the bigger cities, but I wanted to put this one in because it's just the location of it and just what it provides is Bandon. Bandon is just under 10,000 people, so it does qualify. It is on the southern Oregon coast as well. So just like Gold Beach, I didn't mention this about Gold Beach, but it is on that banana belt corridor where you're getting more sun on the Oregon coast than you would in other areas on the Oregon coast. We're talking 30 to 60 days more of sun when you're in that banana belt. And it starts right around the Bandon, Langlois, Port Orford area. That's kind of, and some people say it's Port Orford is where that banana belt starts, but we're just going to inch that baby up to Bandon. You get great weather. You're right there on the Coquille River. You have great, amazing, world-renowned golfing at Bandon Dunes Resort, which has a number of different courses there. There's tons of festivals. There's a great downtown. Everything, it's completely sustainable there, to be a great town to live in. It is definitely now it's somewhat known, but it's definitely a hidden gem, and that's why it's number 8 on our list of hidden gems on the Oregon coast. Number 7, this is a combination of 2 different places, but this is on the Central Oregon coast, just north of Lincoln City. We have the towns of Pacific City and Neskowin. I had the pleasure of spending an entire summer. I was painting. Actually, I stained an entire group of complexes there in Neskowin. And I got to stay there pretty much all summer doing that job because we had to do everything by hand. And that place is unbelievable there in Neskowin. And we would go up to Pacific City. We would go eat there right next to the beach there. And we just had such a good time. Now, we go up there all the time to, spend a day. You can drive out on the beach. You can see all the sights. You can climb the dune. You can do really a lot of awesome stuff there in Pacific City. There's not bad surfing there. I mean, bring your longboard. But there's a lot of stuff that you can do in Pacific City. There's eating options. There's hotel options. There's tons of really nice housing, obviously on the more expensive side in Pacific City and Neskowin, but these are hidden gems that nobody knows about, and it's really just unbelievable beauty there in the Pacific City and Neskowin area. But we're going to move on to number 6, and this is another combination of places, and this is Oceanside and Netarts. Oceanside and Netarts. Oceanside is literally on the side of this hill right below Cape Meares. I mean, we're talking a mile or two. I mean, it's a very short drive to the Cape Meares Lighthouse, and it's along that 3 Capes drive from Cape Meares to Oceanside, Netarts to Cape Lookout, all the way to Pacific City. It is exquisite in the feel of that town, and it is shielded on the north by a huge, there's Cape Meares is right there, and then there's another rock formation that I don't know the name of now. But in the summer, where you have those northerly winds, it is really tucked in there, and you're getting some of the most amazing weather. It's sunny. You can't feel the wind because it's being shielded by those 2 cape structures, rock formations. And so you're just getting, California-like weather in the summer. Now, we get great weather in the summer. It's always sunny in the summer from May till about October. It's unbelievable on the Oregon coast. But the big difference is the wind. The wind factor is huge. So when you want to go to the beach and you want to go visit different places, I know a lot of tourists, they'll just go to the beach. A lot of locals, though, will go to where there is a cape of some kind or some type of a rock formation on the northern side that is going to shield you from that northern wind. So, in the Newport area, you've got Yaquina Head. So you've got Yaquina Head right there that juts out to the Yaquina Head Lighthouse. And then you've got that beach right there called Agate Beach that is one of the best beaches to go just hang out. A spoiler alert, it's where a lot of locals go surfing. Another place on the Central Oregon coast is Otter Rock. It's another rock formation right under Cape Perpetua where you tuck away from that wind, and so you're getting the sun and you're getting 60, 70 degrees down there on the beach because you're tucked away from the wind. And if you look all along the coast, there's these capes and there's these rock formations all the way up that are protecting you from the wind. So when you're thinking about going to a city or a town or a unincorporated area, that place you want to live, Oceanside and Netarts are both tucked away behind Cape Meares for the summer. Now, in the winter, you're going to get blasted by the wind because there's nothing in the south. So like Yachats, it has Cape Perpetua on the south. So it's kind of being protected more from those winds in the winter, which is nice. But in the summer, there's no protection there. So you just want to think about that. But Oceanside it really has a feeling like, kind of a feel like Stinson Beach, California. If you've ever been there, just north of San Francisco, really just a beautiful place to be, beautiful place to see. So that is number 6 on our list. Number 5, just north of that, is Cape Meares. Cape Meares is a very small location, I'll call it. I don't believe it's a town. I don't think it may have a post office, but it is just west of Tillamook, about 4 or 5 miles, maybe 7. And it is unparalleled beauty. You can see Netarts Mountain to the north. You have Cape Meares directly to the south. So in the winter, you're going to be protected by all those crazy southerly winds coming in. Gale force winds in the winter. It's going to protect your home. But in the summer, you're going to have those winds coming at you. But it's got a beautiful beach. It's got beautiful scenery. And it's in a great location because you're just, not very far from Tillamook to go do all your grocery shopping and everything else you need. All right, moving in to number 4. I mentioned it a little bit earlier. Just north of Newport is Otter Rock. This is right at the base of Cape Foulweather. It's going to have obviously all of the great beauty. It's got a couple restaurants there at Otter Rock. It's got Devil's Punch Bowl there. It's got one of the best places to go to the beach and just enjoy a day at the beach, do some sand castles. I mean, it's a hike down there. You got a staircase and quite a ways to go down to Otter Rock there. But it is amazing because it's protected from the wind. It's a little bit smaller surf. So if you're a beginning surfer, it's a great place to go. And there's a surf shop right there at the top, maybe 2, but I think just 1. And it's just a great place to go. And I personally know a number of people that live right there in Otter Rock, and they absolutely love it. Now, you're about 10 minutes north of Newport. You're about 10 minutes south of, Depot Bay or Lincoln City. Depot Bay. Lincoln City's maybe 25 minutes to the north. So you're right there where you can go either way. And it is the same way where there's only one way in, one way out. That's Highway 101. But the scenery, the beauty, it's just unparalleled there. I say that a lot on all the Oregon coastal cities, but it's really, they're all unique. They all have their own views, but they are beautiful. So now we're going to go to number 3. Number 3 is one of my favorites. It has a mountain just to the north of it. It's about an hour drive from Portland. So some people know about it. Manzanita. Manzanita is just south of Netarts Mountain, and it is just north of Nehalem, or I'd say just west of Nehalem and just north of Nehalem Bay. But it is, going to be protected in the summer from that northern wind. It's going to have one of the best beaches to go to. It's got a golf course. It's got everything you need there. It's got a great downtown area, walkabilities. Really, that's one of the better things of Oregon coastal towns is the walkability of some towns. I didn't put this in there, but there's a place just north of Walport. It's really in Walport. It's called Bayshore. It's got the same type of walkability. But Manzanita, it is, I don't think that it's one of my favorite towns on the Oregon coast. It really is. And I would say it's definitely one of the best. Obviously, it's number 3 on the list. It's one of the best hidden gems on the whole Oregon coast. Number 2 on the list is South Beach. You might not know where South Beach is. It's not actually a town. It's just an area. It is just south of the Yaquina Bay Bridge in Newport is South Beach. South Beach is an up-and-coming area. And really, there's a ton right there in the South Beach area. Now, South Beach goes all the way down towards Ona Beach State Park and the split of South Beach and Seal Rock. But when you're talking about South Beach and you're right next to the Yaquina Bay Bridge, you've got the Rogue Brewery, you've got OSU Hatfield Marine Science Center, you got NOAA, you've got the Oregon Coast Aquarium, you've got, the South Beach Jetty, you've got all kinds of restaurants right there. And you're just a drive across the bridge to get to Newport. So there's a lot of awesome things that you can do in South Beach. And, a lot of times the cost is lower to live there, but it's a hidden gem for sure. I mean, Newport, obviously everybody knows Newport, but how many people know South Beach? And I would say South Beach is definitely one of those hidden gems that you're wanting to look at. And number 1 on our list is the hidden gem of the Oregon coast. And it is also known as the gem of the Oregon coast. And that is none other than Yachats, Oregon. Yachats, some people pronounce it Yachats, but it is Yachats. It is on the Central Oregon coast. It's about 30 minutes south of Newport, 30 minutes north of Florence, just about 8 miles south of Walport. It is one of the best towns on the Oregon coast. The desirability of that town, there's so many people calling, texting, getting in contact with me, wanting to know more about Yachats, properties in Yachats, land in Yachats. They want to be there. And it is really an amazing spot. It's just north of Cape Perpetua, and you're definitely going to want to see some of my videos of Yachats, and more videos about Yachats will be coming out. It's got restaurants, it's got walks, it's got trails, it's got nature, it's got ocean, it's got rocks coming on to, you know, the ocean waters just spraying onto the rocks. It's got a beach that spans 8 miles from Yachats all the way to Walport. It's got some rural, bigger lots, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5 acre lots. It's got smaller city lots. There's tons of great places to be in Yachats. That's why it's our #1 hidden gem on the Oregon coast. Well, that's going to do it for our talk about what is the top hidden gems on the Oregon coast. If you need more information about any place on the Oregon Coast Property Pro, I know all of those different communities and would love to help you in any of your real estate goals. Be your boots on the ground, answer any questions you might have. Give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, and we will make sure to help you along your Oregon Coast property journey. I'm Eddie Townsend, and let's make this the best day ever.